Hey buddies, welcome to AmassGames. My name is Simon. Today we're doing a how to set up play and review for the game The Mystery Agency. It weighs 1,297 grams. I will not be opening it up though, because straight away you'll be able to discover exactly a bit more information about it, which I don't want to be spoiling you with. There are, I believe, one of 4 presently available mystery boxes like this. These retail for, I think RRP at least is £40. This one is called The Mystery and it's known as the Balthazar Stone, status unsolved. And it's by the Mystery Agency in London. And there we go, we've got this box here, some information on the side there, and there's a bit of flavour text about obviously this organisation with a bit of air quotes going on there. So in this instance, of course, if you want to read this a bit more, just pause it and let me know in the comments, of course, what your thoughts on this in YouTube is best. Like I said, I will not be opening it up because there is information here I do not want you to be discovering presently, but basically there'll be a website. You'll be entering in a specific case for this one. Obviously in this case it's Balthazar, and you'll then be giving a passcode inside here, and that'll load it up, and from that point you could be discovering clues and hints, and that would spoil it if you were to type into that website the actual code, because then of course you could just go through it yourself. That might be fine, but it gives away a big part of this game, which is partly around the mystery elements and also those puzzles and the components. Excellent components in that terms of the review like that. There's between 10 and 15 puzzles. It doesn't say you need a pen or paper. I do have some going on here which I used one side of A4, so I use a little bit of paper, which I recommend occasionally you need to note stuff down. I generally like the puzzles, and there are certain things you may have seen in other things elsewhere. This will be going to have a setup and review video playlist in YouTube. It will also be going to the AmassGames playlist, the Family Weight playlist, and it'll also, I think this is a 14 plus, I think they say, and also it's going to go in another playlist, which is that escape room playlist, which has over 50 videos of different similar style things, board games, escape rooms in a box. So what do I think of it? Well, some of the puzzles were a bit tough. I think it was not necessarily hard. The clues were very well thought out. I didn't necessarily expect them to be more than tertiary level puzzles, and I won't say any more than that on that subject. The theme was fine, it's very good. I won't say anything about red herrings or anything like that, or multiple interpretations. There was one puzzle though, indeed, apparently though, whereby there are multiple ways it seems you can solve it, so I solved it a different way to somebody else. So I think that's a bad design choice, the fact that that could be the case, because supposedly, and I haven't checked, that the clue or the hint that tells you how to do it isn't the way that I did it, which is of interest, because again, it's fine if you can discover it multiple ways, but obviously they perhaps weren't aware of that. How do I compare it to the other ones? It's tricky. I mean, very nice components, very, very good. They have padlocks, and it's not easy to necessarily know how to use those padlocks. There's some other things whereby a certain word I saw somewhere else, and oh, that's useful, that's exactly what I was expecting to see, but that isn't actually the word that they were after. So in this instance, I think they could have done a much better job of covering that around. Certainly curious to try the other ones. From one place I've seen this is the highest rated one there is though, so I don't know actually if that lures me to do the other ones. I played it solo, I know somebody else did too. It will go on that solo playlist as well. And I think that, as with many of these games, the more players you have, the quicker it is to have views and opinions on why you think something is the case, why a riddle is working in a certain way. Like I said, I have seen some of these puzzles in here elsewhere, but it's done in a very nice way, particularly from a components point of view. For a rating, I would give this at least a very high 7, which is way above average for me, what I would give a game. So I definitely recommend potentially wanting to check this one out. That is The Mystery Agency, and the case file here is the Balthazar Stone. I also liked when you complete it, or when you enter in the final code or whatever, it said here, go and buy this other game instead. So I like the idea that they're trying to encourage you to do it. This was borrowed. I know somebody else who played it, lent it to someone else and actually played them. Well, the lent copy, I did it after permission first. And in terms of duration, I know other people made it like 90 odd minutes. Yes, there's a timer. It doesn't seem to do anything, I don't think. You can just share your time at the end. But, 2 hours, something like this. I spent my time, actually started the timer before I even kind of read stuff. So, and you do go online. You can use a phone. I did use a phone, but it does say we recommend using a tablet or a desktop. And that's just because you need to orientate things and move things around, just to go through kind of website kind of pages and stuff like that. Well, anyway, that has been a review so far. If you're interested in this video and other stuff, please hit that like button, subscribe button, the notification bell, and of course go through via the description in YouTube, whereby you can support the channel via Patreon. There's occasionally competitions, they are time sensitive, so do disappear via Linktree. There's also Facebook, please join the discussion over there, again for more chances to enter, and via Instagram over 2,750 posts. But for now, back to the table.